A tiny dragon, shaking, hiding behind a shelf, its claws gripping a stolen toy. The shop door opens. Heavy footsteps. The human shopkeeper sees it. Silence. The dragon prepares to run or fight, but instead, the human kneels down and smiles. And what happens next will change the way dragons see humans forever. The toy shop was quiet. Colorful lights, soft music, happy things everywhere. But something didn't belong. A small shadow moved between the shelves. Tiny claws. Quick breathing. The baby dragon was thin, hungry, scared. It looked at the toys, not with joy, but need. It picked one. Soft, warm, safe. Something it never had. But then, creak. The door opened. The dragon froze. The human had returned. Now there were only two choices. Run. The city was loud. Machines roared. Lights flashed. People moved fast. No one noticed a small shadow slipping between the walls. It moved quietly, carefully like it had done many times before. The baby dragon. It was small, no bigger than a house cat. Its scales were dull, not shiny like the great dragons in old stories. Its wings were torn at the edges. One of them didn't open fully. Its eyes, once bright, now looked tired. Hungry, always hungry. It had no home, no mother, no one to protect it. The city was not made for creatures like it. Humans ruled here, and humans feared dragons, even tiny ones. The baby dragon had learned that the hard way. The first time it was seen, people screamed. The second time, they threw things. The third time, they tried to catch it. So it learned, hide in shadows, move at night, never trust anyone, and most important, steal fast and run faster. Food was the only thing that mattered. Bread from stalls, scraps from bins. Sometimes, if it was lucky, a piece of meat left behind. But even stealing food was dangerous. If someone saw it, they would chase it away. Or worse. Still, hunger was stronger than fear. It always was. Tonight, the dragon moved through a narrow alley. Its small claws tapped softly on the ground. Its nose twitched. It smelled something different. Not food. Something soft. Strange. Warm. The scent pulled it forward. Slowly. It reached the end of the alley, and there it was, a shop. Bright lights filled the windows. Colorful shapes lined the shelves inside. The dragon tilted its head. It had never seen a place like this before. Carefully, it crept closer. Through the glass, it saw them. Toys, soft animals, wooden figures, bright balls, things meant for joy, for children. The dragon didn't understand toys. Not fully, but something inside it stirred, a feeling it didn't recognize. A quiet pull. It moved closer to the door. It was slightly open. Just enough. The dragon slipped inside. The shop was silent. No humans. No danger. Only colors. Warm light. And quiet. The dragon froze for a moment. Its ears listened. Nothing. Safe for now. It took a step. Then another. Its claws made soft clicking sound on the floor. It walked between the shelves. Its eyes moved from one toy to another. So many shapes. So many colors, so different from the cold, dark places it knew. Then it saw it, a small stuffed toy, soft, round, gentle. It looked like a tiny creature with wings, almost like a dragon. The baby dragon stopped. It stared at the toy. Something deep inside its chest tightened. It stepped closer, slowly, carefully, as if the toy might run away. It reached out a small claw, touched it, soft, warmer than anything it had ever felt. The dragon pulled its claw back quickly, surprised, then touched it again, softer this time. Its breathing slowed. For a moment, the hunger faded, the fear faded. The cold nights, the running, the hiding, all of it felt far away. It picked up the toy, held it close. Its small body relaxed. This felt safe. It didn't know why. It didn't know how. But for the first time in its life, it felt something close to comfort. The dragon looked around again. Still no one. Its instincts whispered, take it, go. It knew this feeling. Steal, run, survive. That was its life. But this was different. This wasn't food. This wouldn't stop the hunger. So why did it want it so badly? The dragon held the toy tighter. Because deep inside, it wasn't just surviving. It was still a child. Alone, scared. And this soft little thing felt like something it had lost. Something it never had. A home. The dragon turned toward the door, step by step, slow, quiet, almost there. Then A sound. Click. The dragon froze. Its eyes widened. The front door began to open. Light shifted. Heavy footsteps entered the shop. The human had returned. The dragon's heart raced. Fast. Loud. Danger. Its body dropped low to ground. Wings tight. Claws gripping the toy. Run? Hide? Fight? Its mind raced. The footsteps came closer. Slow. Steady. The dragon backed away. Deeper into the shop. Its breathing quickened. A small spark of fire flickered in its throat. Weak but ready. It had been chased before. Hurt before. It knew what came next. Shouting. Fear. Pain. The footsteps stopped. Silence filled the room. The dragon didn't move. Didn't breathe. It held the toy close, as if it was the only thing protecting it. The human was there, watching. The baby dragon prepared itself for the worst, because in its world, there was no kindness, only survival. The shop fell into silence. The human stood near the door, still, watching. His eyes moved slowly across the room. The broken box on the floor, the scattered toys, and then the small shape hiding between the shelves. The baby dragon. For a long second, neither of them moved. The dragon's body stayed low, almost touching the ground. Its claws tightened around the soft toy. Its chest rose and fell quickly. It knew this moment. It had lived it before. This was when the shouting began. This was when the fear turned into danger. Its lips pulled back slightly, showing tiny sharp teeth. A soft growl escaped its throat. Not loud, not strong, but enough to warn. Stay away. Its wings trembled. The torn edges shook with every breath. One wing dragged slightly on the floor. It tried to lift them to look bigger, stronger, but it couldn't. It was too weak, too tired. Still it tried, because that was all it had. Fear and the will to survive. A small spark flickered inside its mouth. A weak flame, barely there, but ready. If the human moved closer, it would fight, even if it lost. The human saw everything. The fear, the shaking body, the small flame trying to grow. He didn't step forward, didn't raise his voice, didn't call for help. He just stood there, quiet. The dragon didn't understand. Why wasn't he shouting? Why wasn't he chasing it away? That was what humans always did. Its growl grew a little louder. A warning. Its tail flicked behind it, ready to run, ready to strike. The human took one step. Slow, careful. The dragon reacted instantly. It jumped back, hitting the shell behind it. Toys fell to the ground with soft thuds. The flame in its mouth flared for a second, brighter this time. Its eyes widened. Its body shook harder. The human stopped. Right away, he didn't take another step. The dragon watched him closely. Every movement, every breath, waiting. The human slowly raised his hands. Empty. No weapons. No threat. Then, something unexpected happened. He lowered himself. Slowly. Carefully. Until he was sitting on the floor. Not close. Not too far. Just there. At the same level. The dragon blinked. Confused. This was new. Humans didn't do this. Humans stood tall. Loud. Dominant. Dangerous. But this one made himself smaller. Quieter. The dragon's growl softened. Just a little. Its flame flickered again. Then shrank. Still ready. Still there. But weaker now. The human didn't speak right away. He didn't move suddenly. He just stayed still, letting the silence settle, letting the fear breathe. The dragon's eyes stayed locked on him, its body still tense, still ready to run. But something felt different. There was no anger in the human's face, no sharp movements, no signs of attack, only calm. Slowly, the human shifted his hand. Very slowly, the dragon tensed again. Its claws dug into the floor. Its wings twitched, but the human only reached beside him. He picked up a toy from the ground. Another soft one. He looked at it for a second, then gently placed it on the floor in front of him, not throwing it, not pushing it fast, just placing it there, carefully. Then he pulled his hand back. The dragon watched the toy, then the human, then the toy again. Its head tilted slightly. Confusion filled its eyes. What was this? A trick? A trap? It had seen traps before. Food left out to lure it in. Cages waiting to snap shut. Pain hiding behind kindness. Its body stayed still. It didn't move forward. Didn't trust it. Couldn't trust it. The human didn't react. Didn't push. Didn't come closer. He simply sat there, waiting. The dragon's breathing slowly began to change. Still fast, but not as wild. Its growl faded into a low rumble. Its flame flickered, then disappeared. Only smoke remained for a second, then nothing. The toy in its claws felt soft. Safe. The one on the floor looked the same. The dragon's eyes softened just a little. Just for a moment. Then it shook its head slightly. No, this was dangerous. It had to leave. Now, before something changed. Before the human did what all humans did. The dragon slowly stepped back. One step, then another, keeping its eyes locked on the human, never turning away. The toy still held tight against its chest. The human didn't follow, didn't move, didn't stop it, just watched. Calm, quiet. The dragon reached the edge of the shelf. Closer to the door now. Freedom. Almost there. But it paused. Just for a second. Its eyes moved back to the human. Still sitting. Still not attacking. Still safe. The dragon didn't understand. Its world had rules. Simple rules. Humans were danger. Always. No exceptions. But this moment felt wrong. Different. The dragon made a small sound. Not a growl. Not a warning. Something softer. Almost like a question. The human didn't move. But his voice came low and gentle. It's okay. The dragon didn't understand the words. But it felt them. Soft. Warm. Like the toy in its claws. It hesitated. Just for a moment longer. Then turned quickly. And ran. Out the door. Into the dark night. Gone. The shop became quiet again. The human stayed where he was. Sitting on the floor. Looking at the open door. Then at the small mess around him. And finally, at the empty space where the dragon had been. A tiny thief. A scared child. Holding on to something soft. As if it meant everything. The human didn't smile. Didn't sigh. He simply sat there for a while longer. Thinking. Because he had seen something rare. Not a monster. Not a threat. But fear. Pure. Deep. And alone. And for the first time, he didn't see a dragon. He saw a child trying to survive. The night passed. Cold. Silent. Long. The baby dragon hid in its usual place. An old, broken pipe behind the shop. It curled around the soft toy it had stolen, holding it close like it might disappear. Its stomach growled. Sharp. Painful. It had not eaten. Not since yesterday. It closed its eyes, trying to ignore the hunger. But something else stayed in its mind. The human. The way he didn't shout. Didn't chase. Didn't hurt. That was not normal. That was not safe. Or was it? The dragon opened its eyes. Looked toward the shop. The lights were off now. Quiet again. Its claws tightened on the toy. Its instinct said, stay away. Its hunger said, go back. Slowly, carefully, it made a choice. It moved. Step by step. It crept out of its hiding place. The ground was cold under its claws. The night air was still. It reached the door. Closed. But not locked. A small gap remained. The same as before. The dragon paused. Listened. No footsteps. No voices. Just silence. It slipped inside. The shop was darker this time. Only a few lights were on. Soft. Dim. Safe enough. The dragon stayed near the door at first. Its body low. Ready to run. Its eyes searched the room. The shelves were neat again. The broken box was gone. Everything looked calm. Too calm. Then, a small sound. A shift. The dragon froze. Its heart jumped. The human was there. Sitting again. On the floor. In the same spot as before. As if he had been waiting. The dragon's body tensed instantly. Its claws dug into the ground. Its wings pulled tight. A weak spark flickered in its mouth. Ready. Always ready. But the human didn't move fast. Didn't stand. Didn't come closer. He just looked at the dragon. Calm. Quiet. Like before. Slowly, very slowly, he reached for something beside him. The dragon flinched. Its flame grew slightly. Its eyes sharpened. But the human only picked up a toy. The same kind. Soft. Small. He looked at it for a moment, then gently pushed it across the floor. Closer to the dragon. Not fast. Not forced. Just enough. Then he stopped. Pulled his hand back. Waited. The toy rested between them. The dragon stared at it. Then at the human. Then back at the toy. Its breathing stayed fast. Uneven. Its mind raced. Why? Why give it something? Why not chase it away? Why not trap it? This didn't make sense. Nothing about this made sense. The dragon didn't move forward. Not yet. It stayed where it was, watching, waiting. The human spoke again. Soft, slow. It's okay. The dragon didn't understand the words, but it understood the feeling. The tone was gentle. No sharp edges. No anger. No fear. It was warm, like the toy, like something safe. The dragon's flame flickered, then faded. Gone again. Its body relaxed just a little. Still tense. Still ready. But less afraid. The human moved again. Slow. Careful. This time, he reached behind him. The dragon stiffened. Its claws pressed harder into floor. But the human only brought out something small. A piece of food. Real food. Warm. Fresh. The smell hit the dragon instantly. Its eyes widened. Its stomach twisted. Hunger surged through its body like fire. Stronger than before. Stronger than fear. The human placed the food on the floor, near the toy. Then he leaned back slightly, giving space. Not forcing. Not rushing. Just offering. The dragon stared at the food. Its nose twitched. The smell was rich. Real. Not scraps. Not leftovers. Something good. Something it had never had. Its body leaned forward slightly, then stopped. Fear pulled it back. Trap. It had to be a trap. Food was always a trap. Always. The dragon stayed still. Its eyes moved from the food to the human. The human didn't move. Didn't reach out. Didn't even look tense. Just calm. Waiting. The silence stretched. Long. Heavy. The dragon's hunger grew worse. Painful now. Its body shook slightly. Not from fear this time. From need. Its claws loosened around the toy for just a second. Then tightened again. It looked at the food. Then took a small step forward. Slow. Careful. Ready to jump back at any moment. Nothing happened. The human didn't move. The dragon took another step. Closer now. Its breathing quickened again. Its heart pounded in its chest. Still no movement. Still no danger. One more step. Now it was close enough to smell the warmth of the food. Its stomach growled loudly. The sound echoed in the quiet shop. The dragon froze. Embarrassed. Afraid. The human didn't react. Didn't laugh. Didn't move. Still calm. Still safe. The dragon looked at him one more time. Searching. Looking for any sign of danger. Any sign of change. There was none. Only patience. Only quiet. Only kindness. The dragon made a choice. Slowly, it reached forward. Its small claw touched the food. Warm. Real. It pulled back quickly. Waited. Nothing happened. No trap. No pain. It reached again. Picked it up. Held it close. Still watching the human. Still ready to run. Then, it took a bite. The taste hit instantly. Rich. Soft. Warm. The dragon's eyes widened. It had never tasted something like this before. Not scraps. Not cold leftovers. This was different. Better. Its body relaxed without meaning to. The tension faded. Just a little. Then a little more. It ate faster now. Small bites at first. Then bigger ones. Still watching. Still careful. But no longer frozen. The human stayed where he was. Didn't move closer. Didn't interrupt. Just watched quietly. As the small dragon ate. For the first time in its life, it was not stealing. Not running. Not hiding. Just eating. Safe. The dragon finished the food. Slowly lowered its guard. Its breathing softened. Its body rested slightly on the ground. Still holding the toy. Still watching the human. But no longer afraid in the same way. Something had changed. Small. Fragile. But real. For the first time, a human had not brought fear. Not pain. Not danger. But something else. Something the dragon had never known before. Kindness. And for the first time in his life, a human was not an enemy. The next night, the dragon returned. It did not rush in this time. It stayed near the door, watching, waiting. The shop was quiet again. Soft lights, warm air, safe maybe. The human was already there, sitting on the floor. Like before, he didn't move when the dragon appeared, didn't speak right away. He simply glanced toward the door and then looked away. as if he didn't want to scare it, as if he was saying, "You can come in if you want." The dragon stayed still, its body low, its tail curled close, its eyes sharp. It was not ready to trust. Not yet, but it was curious and hungry. The human slowly placed food on the floor, closer than before. Not too close, just enough. Then he leaned back, gave space, waited. The dragon stepped inside. One step, then another. Slow, careful. It never took its eyes off the human, ready to run at any second. But nothing changed. No sudden movement. No trap. Only silence. The dragon reached the food, sniffed it, then ate. Faster this time. Less fear. Still careful. But not frozen anymore. When it finished, it didn't run away immediately. It stayed, just for a few seconds. Looking, watching. The human didn't look at it directly. Didn't reach out. He simply stayed calm. Still, safe. The dragon left after a moment, back into the night. But the next day, it came back again. And again, and again. Days passed. Each night, the distance between them became smaller. At first, the dragon stayed near the door, always ready to escape. Then it moved a little closer, halfway into the shop, then closer still, near the shelves, near the soft light, near the human. The human never rushed it, never tried to grab it, never forced anything. He understood. Trust takes time. One night, the dragon didn't stop at the door. It walked all the way inside. Its claws clicked softly on the floor. It sat down, not far from the human, its body still tense, but not afraid, not like before. The human placed the food gently between them, closer than ever. The dragon looked at it, then at him, then walked forward. No hesitation this time. It ate calmly, slowly, its eyes no longer wide with fear, just careful. When it finished, something different happened. It didn't leave. It stayed. It sat there, quiet, holding its toy, the same toy from the first night. The human noticed, but didn't say anything, didn't move closer. He simply stayed, letting the moment happen. Night after night, the dragon returned, and each night it stayed longer. Sometimes it watched the human clean the shop. Sometimes it followed him with its eyes as he moved. Sometimes it slept, just for a few minutes, curled around its toy, in the open, not hiding. That was new, very new. One night, the human noticed something. The dragon's wing, the torn one. It dragged slightly when it walked. It never fully opened. It was hurt, old injury, never healed. The human saw the way it winced sometimes, the way it avoided using it. But he didn't act right away. He waited. The next night, he brought something new. Cloth, bandages, a small bottle. He placed them on the floor, then sat back. The dragon noticed, its body tense again, its eyes locked on the items, then on the human. It remembered. Pain, traps, hand that grab. It stepped back slightly, uncertain. The human didn't move, didn't reach. He just tapped the cloth lightly, then looked at the dragon. Soft, calm, no pressure, just offering. The dragon hesitated. Its wings shifted slightly. One hurt, one weak. It looked at the cloth again, then at the human. Then slowly, it stepped forward, not fully trusting, but not running. It stopped halfway, waiting. The human moved slowly, very slowly. He reached out his hand, then stopped, giving the dragon time to react. The dragon didn't pull away, didn't growl. It stayed still, watching. The human gently touched the injured wing. Soft, careful. The dragon flinched. Its body tightened. But there was no pain, only a light touch. Gentle. The human worked slowly, cleaning the wound, wrapping it carefully, making sure not to hurt it. The dragon stayed still, its breathing fast at first, then slower, then calm. When the human finished, he pulled his hand back, gave space again. The dragon looked at its wing, moved it slightly. It felt better. Not perfect, but better. It looked at the human. For a long moment, something changed in its eyes. Not fear, not confusion. Something deeper, something stronger. Trust. Small, fragile, but real. Days turned into more days. The dragon grew stronger. Its wings slowly healed. It moved easier, faster, better, and it stayed longer in the shop. Sometimes near the human, sometimes beside him. People started to notice. At first, just small whispers, a shadow in the shop, a strange movement. Then one day, someone saw it, a dragon, inside, with a human, not fighting, not attacking, just sitting together. The word spread quickly. A dragon in the shop with him. People didn't believe it. They couldn't. It was impossible. Humans and dragons didn't stay together. They didn't trust each other. They didn't share space. But this was real. And every night, the bond grew stronger. The dragon no longer stayed near the door. It stayed inside, near the human, sometimes right beside him. The distance was gone, replaced by something new, something no one expected, something no one thought was possible. Trust, built slowly, built quietly, built one moment at a time. The day started like any other. Soft light filled the shop. The shelves were clean. The air was calm. The dragon rested near the counter, curled around its toy. Its wing, now stronger, moved easily when it shifted. The human worked quietly, arranging items, checking boxes. Peace. Simple. Safe. But peace never lasts forever. The door opened, not slowly, not gently. It slammed. Hard. The sound echoed through the shop. The dragon's head snapped up. Its body tensed instantly. Its eyes widened. Danger. 3 men stepped inside. Heavy boots. Cold eyes. Hard faces. They were not customers. The human turned. His expression changed. Calm but alert. The men looked around the shop. Then they saw it. The dragon. Small. Unprotected. Valuable. One of them smiled. Not a kind smile. A hungry one. So it's true, one man said. A dragon just sitting here. The dragon backed away. Its claws scraped against the floor. Its breathing became fast. Sharp. Old fear rushed back like a storm. Its body remembered everything. The shouting. The chasing. The pain. Its wings pulled tight. Its heart pounded. Run. That was the only thought. Run and don't look back. One of the men stepped forward. Slow. Confident. We'll take it, he said. Alive. The dragon growled. Louder this time. Not weak anymore, but still afraid. A small flame flickered in its mouth. Stronger than before, but still unsure. The men didn't stop. They moved closer, step by step, like hunters. The dragon stepped back again, closer to the wall. Trapped. No space left. Its body shook. Its mind screamed. Run. But there was nowhere to go. Then, a movement. The human stepped forward. Between them, between the men and the dragon, the shop fell silent. The men stopped, surprised. The human stood still. Not loud, not aggressive, but firm, strong. His voice came, low, clear. No, just one word. But it filled the room. The men exchanged looks, then laughed. You think you can stop us? One said. It's just a creature. It belongs to no one. The human didn't move, didn't step back. It's not yours, he said. Still calm, still steady. The dragon watched from behind him, its breathing fast, its body shaking. But something felt different. The human didn't move away, didn't leave. He stayed, in front, protecting. No one had ever done that before. No one had ever stood in front of danger. For it, the men grew impatient. One of them reached into his coat, pulled out a tool, metal, sharp, dangerous. The dragon's fear spiked. Its flame grew, brighter, hotter, but this time it didn't feel the same. Before, its fire came from fear, from panic, from survival. Now, something else mixed with it, something new. The human stood his ground, still, unmoving, even as the danger grew closer. The dragon looked at him, at his back, at the way he didn't run, didn't hesitate, didn't abandon it. And in that moment, the dragon made a choice. Not to run, not to hide, but to stand. Slowly it stepped forward, out from behind the human. The men noticed. Their smiles faded. The dragon moved beside the human, not behind him, beside him, equal, its body still small, but its presence stronger. Its wings spread slightly, not in fear, but in warning. Its flame rose again, this time steady, bright, controlled. The air grew warm. The men stepped back, just a little, surprised. This one's different. One whispered. The dragon let out a low growl, deep, confident, not scared anymore, not alone anymore. The human didn't look at it, but he felt it, knew it was there, beside him, not running, standing. With him, the room changed, the balance shifted. This was no longer a hunt. This was something else, something the men didn't expect. A bond, strong, unbreakable. The man with the tool hesitated, looked at the dragon, then at the human, then back again. "This isn't worth it," he muttered. One by one, they stepped back, slowly, carefully. No sudden moves, no more smiles. They turned, walked to the door, and left. The shop became quiet again. The danger gone. The dragon's flame faded. Slowly, its wings relaxed. Its body trembled slightly as the tension left. The human finally moved. He turned slightly, just enough to see the dragon beside him. Close, safe, alive. For a moment, neither of them moved. Then the dragon did something new, something it had never done before. It stepped closer, gently, carefully, and pressed its head against the human's arm. Soft, trusting. The human didn't pull away, didn't react suddenly. He slowly lifted his hand and rested it on the dragon's head. Gentle, calm. The dragon closed its eyes. No fear, no tension, only peace. Outside, people had seen. They had watched from a distance. They had expected chaos, destruction, fear, but instead, they saw something else. Not a monster, not a thief, not a threat, but a bond, a human and a dragon standing together. And in that moment, something changed, not just in the shop, but in the world.